Well, today and every Monday, we make sure you understand the law. But before we do that, we have to say this. This segment is for informational purposes only. It does not constitute legal advice. No attorney-client relationship is formed by watching or participating in this segment. Of course, you do want to reach out to an attorney for any specific legal advice you may be seeking. We got that out of the way. We welcome in Bill Kindig as usual.
Alex, good to see you again.
Good to see you as well with Rice and Kindig. And this is probably a topic that people don't know a lot about, and it's why do we need a lawyer early after a spinal injury accident?
First of all, it's a great question, and this month is Spinal Cord Injury Month. Spinal cord injuries and traumatic brain injuries are very different, and they require very specialized care, especially after the initial hospitalization. One of the problems that we see a lot in our practice is that people can have health insurance, they can have workers' compensation insurance, they can have any number of things that you would think would afford them the opportunity to get the best level of medical care, and yet they're not going to become, or they're not eligible for certain programs and certain rehabilitation activities. And so with spinal injuries, time is of the essence. Yeah. Once you stop the bleeding and you stop the swelling, we've got to immediately get people into areas where they can be properly retrained, properly cared for to restore them to their maximum capacity. You only get that chance once.
Right.
We have a lot of experience with that, and so we have avenues with facilities that provide that type of supportive care that not all folks are aware of. And so, unfortunately, I think this should be something that is available to everyone, but it's not.
Yeah,
and we can help with that.
Of course, and you mentioned it. You know, the spinal injuries often it's not just a thing where you go to the hospital and they make you better. Right. It's a recovery process could take years. It
can take years, and the first month or 2 months treatment alone can be several $100,000.
Right.
If you've been in an accident and you're not working, you don't have that type of those resources. Right. We do, and we can make that available to our clients. And the other thing is, because these cases involve such high dollar figures, you've absolutely got to preserve evidence. You've absolutely got to do the investigation or have investigation teams ready to go out to make certain that you can prove your case so that at the end of the case that treatment can be paid for.
And I feel like we talk about this every week almost, and it is the importance of being prompt when it comes to getting legal representation.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're going to do it, why delay? If you're not a lawyer, you probably aren't going to become a lawyer by the end of your case.
Right.
Why wouldn't you want to take advantage of the opportunity to speak with somebody who has the experience, knowledge, and training to bring your case to the best possible outcome? And that's what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Bill, thank you again for helping us understand the law today.
Absolutely. Good to see you again.
Always.